Meanwhile, he's courting China and Russia. And I'm not sure what he's got in mind, but I think he's doing it in order to prepare the Philippines for the future.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you think about his statement of wanting to, to end the joint military exercises? What will be the impact on this, especially now that there is a controversy about the Scarborough Shoal?
Well, that's a bigger nut to crack. The military exercises, I totally support that. I've deployed to the United States and participated, in that with those special forces units in the southern Philippines. I think that they need to continue. It's ideal that Balikatan needs to continue, and the ability of the U.S. and Philippine forces to work together need to continue. And him trying to say, him intending to put an end to those different military exercises he's kind of shooting himself in the foot in that regard. But I think he also feels that he doesn't need it if he's courting China. But you know what? My jaw will drop to the floor if in the next, let's say, 5 years, let's say in the next year, he ends military exercises with the United States. Okay, I can expect that, and I can accept it. But let's say within the next 5 years, if he has joint military exercises with China, that would not be far-fetched for President Duterte to propose. He's very, I'd like to say, forward-leaning. And he's got his own ideas, and I think he really wants to shape history. And I think he has the capability in his brain and the background in his heart to do that.
Presently, he's fighting drugs in the Philippines. There's a drug warfare, and the PNP is highly involved, the police. So we understand that you have had close collaboration and a lot of programs that the government is undertaking, thanking the FBI and the PNP and the Department of Justice. What is your impression of the PNP now that there had been a lot of news releases about the involvement of even the PNP officers into drugs?
Well, again, this is my opinion. Okay, the big push that they're executing right now for big war on drugs, I think that's a Philippine answer. There's a Philippine way to handle a Philippine problem. And to tell you the truth, I've been exposed to deployments when I was in the U.S. military, Somalia for one. The U.S. way of thinking and U.S. policies does not fit for every foreign government. That might be good, might be the same for Iraq, that might be the same for Afghanistan, but personally, because I was in Somalia, I think what we were trying to do there, trying to force ID into accepting democracy, American democracy, was not the way to go, and that the Americans should not meddle in that sort of thing. In terms of the Philippine war on drugs, that is a Filipino problem. It's a Filipino solution. And that the Americans should let the Filipinos deal with that problem. The PNP are out there and they're racking up numbers, and the problem has been rampant for a number of years, decades. And this is the first time that such a great impact has been waged as resulted from this war on drugs. And I think we're winning on that scoreboard as far as I'm concerned. And that the Filipinos, if they want to handle that problem the way that they're doing it right now, then let the Filipinos handle it. You know, the Lee Kuan Yew from Singapore handled his problems, and look at that country now. I think the Philippines needs to have a strong figure.